Okay. Can't tell if you can hear me or not, but this is the problem. This is the problem right here. It's not what's outside. No. My problem, my simplest problem ever, is that I have thoughts so big, I don't keep them in my head. I don't write them down, I say them out loud. This kind of started, it kind of started when, let's say, high school, earliest I can imagine. That the earliest thing of memory for me was saying jokes out loud while doing the dishes. Well, not immediately. Like, I had the joke in my head, I laughed, I'm like, oh, that was funny, I should tell someone. But since I'm stuck doing the dishes, I'll call out their name. Do you know how many times I've called out someone's name, they've replied to me, I do the joke, I do the punchline, I laugh, just for them to turn around and be like, who the fuck are you talking to? And I'm like, I was talking to you. You replied to me. I had a full-blown conversation with a punchline and everything. And they're like, no. That happened so many times. I just stopped talking, joke-wise to people. But now, because of that, I have the horrible problem of coming up with cool skit scenarios and everything just widely in my head. And I just say them out loud. Like, Claude, you must avenge me. I can't, Caleb. I can't. I'm not strong enough. You're not strong enough to stop me from failing. Like some random bullshit you'd find in a soap opera. And they'd be so emotional that I would cry, or I'd feel like I'm actually in the moment, And I'm like, dang, I should be playing D&D. And I'm like, ooh, you have a horrible health condition. You can't do D&D. And I'm like, I don't have a car either. I can't do that. But that's enough about D&D. I literally have a problem where I will pace and say things out loud that are entertaining, like things from my book that I'm trying to be writing, that I just realized I should just make a shit ton of short stories and just put them together and have someone reread them, basically, and say if it's the good or the grammar or I can get a comma right, but I can't write down specific words. But yeah, I just felt like I needed to say this because I know I'm not the only one with this problem. Like, is there a way to solve it? Because I literally, have been trying to solve these things, like this simple thing, and they're like, just write it down. And I'm like, the last time I wrote anything down was a journal my friend gave me. And I only wrote in it because I missed her so much. But then I lost it in the move. I still have it. It's just, now that I see it, it's more of a nostalgia value piece of past friendship than actually being used as a journal now. I don't even use it as a planner. I don't even use planners anymore because I don't have a pinpoint of value to plan out something I know that's never going to happen. Yeah, sure, I could actually plan out doctor and dentist appointments, but after writing them down the one time in the calendar and reminding myself constantly through my phone on my calendar, there's no point in writing a planner about it, in my perspective. Now, when I was in college and I had a planner, I remember, I think twice, I deliberately used a planner. One time, full successfully, and another time I really just used it for notes, like, oh, I went to class this day, or, oh, I was in so much excruciating pain, my teacher thought I had sleep paralysis demon syndrome, and I'm like, no, I was in pain. When I moved, electricity would hurt everything in my body. But finally being able to get out of the bed, the high-ass beds they gave us, and coming to class at the end of the 15 minutes, she was like, oh, that was sleep paralysis. That's just stress, honey. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I couldn't move. When I did move, I was in too much pain to do anything. And the way I'm doing that voice now is just like trying to convey I was trying to plead for her to understand. I was in too much pain to even leave my room or even my bed, and I really had to pee. But I'm not in college anymore. It's been forever since I've been in college. Let's say it this way. I left college 2 months before COVID hit. So that's saying something with the date that's going to be on, in the description of uploading the video and everything. These aren't even my movies. These are my movies. I love my movies. These are my mom's movies. We don't have a car anymore to give them back, but she said she's just gonna buy a redo of the set, which is cool. That's funny. Out of all the movies here, it's mostly mine. This is mostly all mine. The only thing that isn't mine are these. Actually, I think Coraline's mine. Technically I bought those. Not those. Let's see, where does this start? Yeah, Joker. Everything above, Joker and above is my sister's. Rush Hour 1 through 3 and down. Let me slow it down so people can actually focus. So there we go. I don't know why I'm doing it through the camera. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I'm not counting that because right here this is already 8. But yeah, these movies. Hellboy, Hellboy 2, The Golden Army, all these movies, these beautiful, beautiful movies. I have multi-packs because that's the best way to spend your money when it's $5 or $10. These movies, yeah, down here, my mom actually gave me these, and some series that I own by myself. I like to say by myself because it's like, I spent my own money for this, and it's like, yes, I'm so glad I spent so much money. But the most expensive amount, I will say, is the Naruto Uncut Series pack right here. I love that. I like that this was just me ranting about stuff. Random things I wanted to know if people had problems. And now I'm just showing you my movie collection. Because I realize, if I'm gonna upload videos, I want it to be interesting. And I know people have way bigger movie things than me. My mom has 5 DVD racks. And yes, they're DVDs. It's funny how people in my generation, I was born in 1998, if you want to do the math or whatever, but either way, we had DVDs, we had VHSs, and oh my god, I have the pink Disney Princess DVD VHS player. We had 2 of those. We almost had 3, but then a fire happened. But either way, I'm ranting. I had nothing. But my dad still has my DVD and VHS player. It's just stuck in his room, in his closet somewhere. I should call him. Oh wait, I can't call anyone because the 5G towers are literally making my phone obsolete. Well, I think this has been going on long enough. I don't think I should have been showing you, the audience, or whoever will ever watch this besides me re-watching to check if it sounded okay. I just realized I keep putting the phone close to my mouth and then putting it away like this. That's not good. And because I'm pacing everywhere, that's probably not even good visual. Ugh. I'm just gonna delete this. Yeah. Most likely I'll just delete it.